Welcome to Artful Aging with Amy, where I ask caregivers and professionals the difficult questions that will give you guidance on your life's journey. Support is only one conversation away, and this is your first step. Let's go. Good morning, everyone. I'm Amy Friesen, and this is Artful Aging with Amy. Today, we're going to discuss falls and how that they can be prevented. Falls are the leading cause of injury among older Canadians, with 30% experiencing one or more falls each year. Many people think that falls are a regular part of aging, however, they're not, and most can be prevented. I have often worked with seniors and after they've had a fall, and it was usually caused by something like a throw rug or a misstep or even stubbornness to not using mobility aids. Most anyone is tasked to keep themselves as independent as possible throughout their lives, but there's a lot more attention focused on it when you reach your senior years. No longer are you able to exist as an independent person, but more often you are trying to prove that you're an independent person. Unfortunately, some people take this proof a little too far and really put themselves at an unnecessary risk and danger. Additionally, seniors who may have been concerned with falling may not bring it up to families or their medical practitioners for fear that they might start taking away or changing things in their lifestyles. If you've had a senior loved one in your life, there are some things that you can do to help reduce risks of falls and keep your loved one as safe as possible and without hurting themselves. So let me give you my top 5 list. Number 1, make fall prevention and overall health a topic of regular conversation. Be mindful and respectful of how you discuss health-related changes, and it will keep the conversation much more open and fluid. There's nothing worse than not talking about something and then having a crisis come up where you're tasked to having to talk about that topic without any groundwork laid. So keep that in mind. Number 2, have an eye around the house of your loved one and even yourself. Take inventory of potential risks, including medication interference, and also general setup of the house. And also put in some extra safety measures such as handrails and grab bars when you can. Number 3, add extra light everywhere. Look into motion light, time light, whatever makes it easier. I know that I really enjoy coming home to our timed lights, especially when the winter's here and it gets darker sooner. Having those lights on when you enter the home reduces, for my family, reduces us tripping on animals in the dark or just general things around the house like shoes when you come in. Number 5, if a mobility aid is necessary, make sure that your loved one understands the risks of not using mobility aid. I know that when my father-in-law was sick, we asked him to use a walker, a very specific walker, so that he didn't move too fast, but he could have balance. And as soon as he started understanding the use of it, he was better able to use it and did prefer using it because it's not so scary if your balance is actually taken account for, and you can use this walker to remain independent more often than not. And number 5, encourage light, everyday exercise and movement. Get around the house, even if, get out if you can, but if not, make it a point to walk around the house, get some extra exercise, and get out when you can. Whatever movement you can incorporate into yours and your loved one's life also increases the fact that you will hopefully retain your balance and your motor skills as well as your muscles. Many families are on limited budgets, and there's no reason to ignore things that you can do right in front of you. So I'm going to give you a couple of no-cost solutions to help you with this journey of fall prevention. Number 1 would be remove all scatter, throw rugs, and secure them down. So make sure that your stairwells are clear, there's no scatter on the floors, like extra shoes here and there. And make sure that if there's any throw rugs, that they're appropriate. They're either the ones that stick down or you can secure them. You can also, number 2 could be open blinds throughout the house to increase the light in the house. Also, number 3 is put electrical cords against the wall, not under throw rugs. Make sure that they're out of the way and not under the throw rugs so they don't create a bump that someone may not be able to see very easily, but definitely if you walk over it or roll over, it could potentially be dangerous. And number 4 is kind of related to number 1, is remove the clutter in the stairwell specifically. A lot of people store things on their stairs, especially if, in our family, if we're not going upstairs, we'll put it on the stairs to bring it up. Try not to do that, especially if you have a fall risk. If your loved one is living with you or in their home, if they're a fall risk, let's try to take that down to a minimum. And then there's also some low-cost solutions that include purchasing high-watt light bulbs and adding them to any lights you can, just adding that extra light, using double-sided tape to secure those throw rugs, installing a night light between the bedroom and the bathroom so that there's extra light if your loved one needs to get up during the night, and installing handrails on stairs and any extra grab bars where appropriate. And there you have it. Those are my tips for fall prevention. If you found value, please like and share with your networks. Remember, support is only one conversation away. From me to all of you, I hope that you have a wonderful Wednesday.